Welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this is the Thunder Show. So, we're going to absolutely focus on one of my favorite things in the human world. Not the New York Jets, not Mama. No, Gewurztraminer. A very unheralded, under-the-radar, kind of second-tier citizen grape that a lot of people don't realize probably produce the most exciting and interesting white wines for Thai food on this planet. And with the rise of Thai food and other spicy foods, there needs to be a compliment on the wine-wise. I mean, I love you drinking Corona and all that other stuff, but Gewurztraminer brings the thunder, is a very intriguing grape. Let's talk about it a little bit. Gewürz, which means spicy in German, has a very spicy component to itself as a white wine. It's also very interesting because the profound, really rich, explosive area of Gewurztraminer is Alsace, the Alsatian area in France, which is really very German, even though it's actually changed hands multiple times with Germany. The housing, the architecture, the language in Alsace, German is spoken. The bottles, shaped like German bottles. It really kind of is like German France, and so it's a very intriguing area, and the temperature is just right. It's that, average summer temperature that's so important for Gewurztraminer. Now, Gewurztraminer as a grape is genetically similar to Muscat, which is kind of interesting, though they're kind of very different grapes. I find them to be very intriguing, well-balanced, thought-provoking white wines, and just like Riesling, which I'm a huge fan of, I think Gewurztraminer needs a platform, needs to be a little bit appreciated more, and definitely needs to be tried by a lot more of you Vaniacs out there, because I know, come on, I can see right through you that you've not had many Gewurztraminers. So, quick little shout out, not a question a day, but if you've never had a Gewurztraminer, please post. I'm trying to get the comments up, makes me feel good. Before we get into the wines and taste them, quick little house cleaning. The search box, it's up here. Use it. Tons of people are pounding me saying, Gary, do a show on this. Gary, try this wine. I have. So, if you want to make Gary happy, ting, then please search once in a while and take a look. Plus, it's fun to see what kind of things are out there. If you have a favorite grape or a favorite winery, you can use the search to find some past episodes, because I know there's a flood of new Vaniacs. Other than that, past episodes. A lot of people have been complaining it's a little hard to see if they come every 3 or 4 days to watch 3 or 4 episodes in a row, so I've done something for you. Right below me, scroll down a little bit, you'll see the last 3 episodes that I've done. So right when you get on the homepage, you get the last 4 episodes every time from now on. Plus above me, on the past episodes tab, click that. I think you'll like it. It's really a great format for you to be able to catch up with a bunch of episodes in one shot, so I've done that for you. Now do me a favor and send in your Vaniac wristband pictures. I know you all got them for free. All right. Really, really intriguing white wines. We've got 2 from Alsace, and we've got 1 from Canada, a place that I think there's a lot of potential for Gewurztraminer. So let's get into that right away. We're going to start with the Mallefiore 2004 estate bottle Gewurztraminer organic, 14% alcohol, $18 US. And this is a very small but productive and high quality winery. So I'm excited about trying this Gewurz from them. I've never had it before, but some of the real average Gewurztraminers that I've had from Canada have been really solid. I think it's really a place that shows a lot of potential for this grape, and I'm excited about trying. Big Vaniac glass, real exciting. So really nice golden color. I mean, really a lot brighter than I expected it to be. So that's right off the bat exciting. Gewurz is not inexpensive. So it is a commitment wine. So I know, don't expect everybody out there, especially the college kid crew, CKC, huge shout out to all the college kids, to run out and go buy this. But if you're looking for something special once in a while with a nice meal, especially if you love spicy foods, which is something I'm so into, these are much better compliments than the mistake that so many people make, which is a Chardonnay or a Sauvignon Blanc. Let's give it a whirl. Amazing on the nose, wow. Great nose, actually, coming through with an absolute explosion of dried apricot slices, a beautiful fruity kind of almost like a Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles cereal aspect coming through on the nose. Beautiful cantaloupe and melon aspect coming through as well. This is really bringing serious bouquet to the table, and that makes me extremely happy. I'm a huge fan of nose. I think it's a massively undervalued, overlooked aspect of wine drinking, so I'm a huge excited fan for this wine so far. Classic, true to form. What I love about Gewurztraminer is you will not find a spicier white wine in the marketplace. This wine is riddled with spice. I'm getting a beautiful potpourri of clove, little rose petal, which I'm enjoying quite a bit. I do get a hint of like a sour lime on the finish, but all in all, almost like a damp towel flavor coming through on the finish, which is quite interesting. Almost like, you know, the shower towel you use and maybe you don't wash it all that often, Eric? Yeah. You know, you don't wash it all the time, so you get that damp towel aspect coming through. I'm getting that clearly. The clove is really running through it, and the spiciness is so obvious. Beautiful cantaloupe flavor on the finish as well. This is an exceptional bottle of wine. I'm going to score this wine 90 points. I think it's an absolute bargain at 18 bucks. This kills a lot of... for me to think of all the $20 bottled Chardonnay that everybody's buying and drinking with all their meals or all the time, and with this sitting on the shelves and nobody knows about it, is completely sad. Makes me cry. Plus, come on, zoom in on this. It's got a ladybug on the label, which is such good luck in so many cultures. So how can you go wrong with this? Beautiful wine, 90 points, 18 bucks, an absolute QPR quality price ratio for all you rookies out there. Go seek this out. Canada's coming on. It's not just hockey anymore. All right, let's move on. This is the Alsace Vilm, great little producer, Gewurztraminer, Kirchberg de Beer, single vineyard Grand Cru Gewurztraminer, 2002 vintage, 21 US dollars, 90 points, Wine Spectator. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. Wow, that Canada wine was really good. This is Grand Cru. Again, the color is gorgeous. These Gewurztraminers are bringing the thunder on the color. Let's give it a whirl. Very different bouquet. This is actually very soapy. Makes me think of Mr. Bubbles. Or Johnson & Johnson. Remember when the shampoo, it doesn't make you cry? Those commercials were huge. No more tears. 1980 circa, I think, maybe older. Who knows? But I was super pumped about that. It's got a very shampoo characteristic coming through in this. I do get a little clove again. Second time we're getting that. A little spiciness on the nose on this, actually. I'm getting that. A little bit of a dry bushel of, dry weeds kind of aspect. Let's give it a whirl. Ooh, this is beautiful. Now, this has a little bit more of a residual sugar aspect to it. So, it has, I wouldn't say, it's definitely not sweet, but it's got a beautiful, pronounced, heavy fruit component, almost like a sweet grapes, reduction into like a jam. I'm also getting a beautiful cucumber component on this wine, which I find extremely fascinating and very fresh. Almost like sweetened cucumber salad is what this wine is tasting like. I don't know if anybody's ever had that before, but you need to seek that out. I can drink this wine for a while. Really nice long finish. I'm getting a vibrant watermelon peel on the finish, which I like quite a bit. A little short on the finish, a little petrol action that you see sometimes in a Riesling coming through on the mid palate. Little gooseberry. It's a very interesting wine. The cucumber is really racing all over your palate. The finish, the initial attack is very sweet, but then it hones off to get much drier. And the cucumber and the greenness of the watermelon kind of take over. This wine has some age-worthy potential in it. Given the sugar content, I can see this wine lasting 10-15 years easily and really changing and evolving. There's some underlying pear that's trying to get through, but it's being guarded by the watermelon gods, so it's not getting all the way through. I like this wine. It's a little bit misbalanced. I think Spectator has the right mark. I'm going to go 89 plus on this wine. It just kind of finishes a little weak for me and find it a little flabby and from the transition of the mid palate to the finish. I get very worried about that third quarter. It's a big quarter. And in this wine, it kind of falls apart. So all in all, a nice wine, 21 bones. I'm going to say it's a pass. But it's definitely somebody with a little hint of a little bit more sugar. I could see a lot of people, liking this who have a sweet tooth. So it may be worth seeking out. Trimbach, Gewurztraminer, 2000. Ribaud Pierre Vineyard. This is a absolutely fabulous pedigree wine. 32 US dollars, 92 points. Pierre Ravani. Trimbach is one of the legendary producers in all of Alsace, the Alsatian people. Should be very proud of this winery. It's represented hardcore. And this is one of their top cuvées. It's got the gold label, which is what they do. Again, color is absolutely, positively no issue on any of the Gewurztraminers. A very golden component coming through. Very interesting nose. This has got a very chalky nose to it. Yeah, very chalky. I'm getting a little bit of a little underlining pineapple, but I'm also getting a very spicy, hazy kind of component coming through on the nose. A very unfocused nose. I get a little wet rock, which I like to throw in there on the nose. Pretty tight. Let's give it a whirl. This is gorgeous. This is textbook. Getting a little lychee fruit on this, which is fantastic. I'm getting a beautiful golden pear flavor profile on the mid palate. Really rounded by very focused and to the point. No fooling around here. Very focused spiciness flavor. Very rounded on the outer edges. Almost like like real pepper leaves kind of thing. Very structured. Great balance. Maybe not the explosion of flavor that the first two wines had. Definitely the weakest on its bouquet, but probably the most focused and well-rounded effort of the three. At 32 bones, I'm going to score this wine 91 points, so I'm going to actually give this wine a pass, but if you can afford it, this is definitely a wine to seek out. I find that the wine is very polished and well-made. I just feel like the fruit, the actual fruit, the grapes, maybe weren't comprising or exposing the best possible its best possible foot forward. I just feel like everything's right except the quality of the fruit. It's almost like if you played the perfect game, but you're just not that talented. You'd still do well, but your talent is going to limit you. I almost feel like the grapes here, the talent of the grapes here, were a little underwhelming because everything else seems so precise and focused from the bouquet to the mid palate to the finish to the first attack. Well-made wine, very structured. That's what I feel about that. Friend me up. Right over here. Click it and become my friend. I like friends. Makes up for third grade. Russia attacked that plane. Russia shut down that plane. And I was Russian and everybody defriended me for about a week. But then I bribed them back because I went to my dad's liquor store and brought all the, what were those dum-dum lollipops? And I brought them all into school and gave them out. And I bribed my way back to friendship. Bribing. America's way. Okay, question of the day. Very simply, where should I go next? I've gone to San Fran. I've gone to Chicago. New York, New Jersey is going to happen. That's easy. I'm here. Where is the next Vaniac road trip? Because I want to set something up for the fall. So, I'm going to go by this attack. Down below me, comment time. Here's your chance. You want to meet me in the flesh? Want to punch me in my face? Here is your chance. Because you, with a little bit of me, we're changing the wine world, aren't we?